Hello, my name is Rudra Shah. My ID number is 1930-1104. The topic we choose as a project is spatial awareness of cancer cells using segmentation process. The part I am covering is the introduction part. And in the introduction, we can see spatial awareness of cancer cells through the segmentation process plays a pivotal role in advancing our understanding of tumor biology and aiding in personalized treatment strategies. The segmentation process involves the identification and isolation of individual cancer cells within complex tissue samples, allowing researchers and clinicals to analyze their distribution, interaction, and heterogeneity. By accurately delineating cancer cells from surrounding normal tissue, this technique enables to extraction of valuable information about cellular morphology, spatial relationships, and patterns of growth. This knowledge contributes to the development of more target therapies, improved prognostic assessment, and a deeper comprehension of a indirect mechanism driving cancer progressions. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Ashikul Islam Sajid. Our topic is spatial awareness of cancer cells using segmentation process. So now I am gonna talk about my part literature review. First of all, the author says they investigate the application of image processing method in construction endeavors. They emphasize the utilization of these techniques for monitoring and evaluating construction projects, as well as for inspecting critical infrastructure, infrastructure like bridges and irrigation system. The paper delves into a key use case where image analysis aid in quality grading and qualification of grains in industries. Based on characteristics like kernel size, shape, appearance, furthermore, the paper discussed the deployment of image analysis technique and their monitor in the dimensional attributes of rice kernels during the cooking process. Within the construction industry context, diverse code and algorithm are employed for image analysis, enable the extraction of petition information and the execution of a specific task. For instance, the technique can be leveraged to surveil construction site, track process and identify its surface damage or deterioration. Number 2, in the construction, the author says that the approach of image based rendering, especially concentrating on sense reflection. The purpose of having a technique named reflection space image based rendering, which strives to create realistic virtual image by accurate capturing like reflective characteristic of object present in a sense. The methodology entails capturing the sense from various viewpoints using a set of reference images. Subsequently, reflect parameters are derived from this image-based processing. So, in the third, the author named Ramkrishna says that they introduce an innovative approach to image-based rendering, especially concentrating on reflection. They propose a technique named reflection image-based image based rendering. They suggested image based rendering approach by Cabral, artificial intelligence, prioritize the actual depiction of reflection properties within a sense produced like a
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Fayyaz Ali and I am going to be presenting about the literature review. So firstly, the author explores the use of image processing techniques in construction projects. To segment images in construction industry, image segmentation algorithms are employed. These algorithm divides an image into distinct regions or objects based on their characteristics such as color, texture, or intensity. Morphological image analysis is another technique used in construction applications. It involves the study of shape, size, and spatial arrangement of objects in an image. In the context of grain based industries, image analysis techniques based on texture, morphology, and color features are essential for various applications. These techniques allow for discrimination of wheat classes, assessments of grain quality, and detection of insect infestations. Moving along, another approach to image based rendering that focuses specially on reflections in a scene is explored. The authors propose a method called reflection space image based rendering that aims to generate realistic virtual images by accurately capturing the reflection properties of the objects in a scene. This technique employed by the authors involves capturing a scene using a set of reference images, each taken from various viewpoints. Then the parameters are extracted from the images which are captured, which then describes the characteristics of different objects in the scene. These reflectance parameters are then used to generate images by considering the illumination conditions of the real scene. The integration of synthesized images which with the real background is accomplished in a realistic manner. To implement their methodology, the authors utilize a technique called environment mapping. Reflection space image based rendering technique captures the total reflected radiance for each possible surface direction. Lastly, the authors highlight the limitations of these approaches, especially noting the model based rendering has intrinsic constraints and cannot be applied to objects with complex reflectance properties that cannot be adequately represented by simple reflection models. Image based Image based rendering and model based rendering are two popular techniques used in computer graphics to generate virtual images. The proposed image based rendering technique by Cabral et al. Focuses on the accurately capturing the reflection properties of object in a scene to generate realistic virtual images. The reflections image space image based rendering techniques proposed is designed to capture and accurately represent the reflection properties of objects in a scene. That's all from me. Thank you, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Saim Khan. Our paper's name is Special Awareness Selections from Cells using Deep Learning using the segmentation process. The data set in this paper, the data set in this project or paper, the data set we used is multi-cancer data set, which includes medical imaging data from patients who are diagnosed with different types of cancer. In this data set, we find 8 types of cancers images, and also the images are multimodals, which means we can in this data set we can find images such as X-ray, MRI, CT scans, and etc. Each of the images represents a specific cancer case of a patient. Here we find in total of 8 types of cancers, either for such as acute lymphoblastic leukemia, brain cancer, breast cancer, lung colon cancer, lymphoma, oral cancer, etc. And we can also can see the number of images which for different types of cancers. In the most the, the things we will do is that we will be using segmentation and different deep learning techniques in order to get the spatial features of these images of these cancer cells. Different types of researchers and practitioners can use this type of dataset to develop and evaluate algorithms for cancer detection, classification, segmentation, and other medical image analysis tests. But we will be using this for segmentation and spatial features detection. Say, so in order to people have used this different researchers and publishers have used this data set in order to find to find different conclusions, and also I think this will be a great data set to use in our project. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Gorappal Golpo. My ID is 19101253. I am from 438 section 2, and right now I will be talking about the methodology part of our thesis. The topic of our thesis was spatial segmentation of spatial awareness of cancer cells using segmentation process. Sorry for the mistakes. So here in the methodology we can see that the segmentation process will be applied, which denotes that the image will be divided into multiple segments to extract necessary information and identify necessary objects, and three-dimensional representation will be made from two-dimensional images. So we have aligned multiple parameters like thresholding, surface parameterization, and tumor analysis. So regarding thresholding, this technique entails defining a particular threshold for intensity to identify pixels or voxels as belonging to the disease zone or background. This operation selects a definite value for all pixels consisting in an image. Though this process grayscale images is converted into binary images, so that objects are isolated during segmentation, and then comes the most crucial part, which is known as the surface parameterization. Regarding surface parameterization, the tumor area from the lesion zone and pinpointing the tumor's location. This method, image-based method for separating tumor area, was used before. The image-based registration approach includes the memory of shape, size, and tumor structure in relation to the matrix and landmarks of the liver cells. And approach for image-based registration, the shape descriptor and the 2-point inconsistencies in the image are integrated in one step by this special parameterization, which is based on the distinction between the two objects. And the previous method of surface analysis has been demonstrated to be applicable in medical situation. Previous method means the first method, which was thresholding, but later on surface parameterization turned out to be the most crucial part for tumors, liver cancers, etc. And according to MICC AI, the differentiation was initially brought up in 2008, and around that time liver tumors were first segmented using computed topography. Researchers and practitioners can use this type of data set to develop and evaluate algorithms for cancer detection, classification, segmentation, and other medical image analysis tasks. And using these images, it investigates and creates various disease segmentation algorithms as well as contrast improvement technique for separating tumors from healthy hepatic tissue. Content data and measuring techniques were introduced to the participants, and 5 semi-automated and 4 automatic tumor segmentation methods were investigated. Using comparable metrics, the strategies for the liver differentiation competition were estimated, and regarding the algorithm that we will be using is CNN. We will be using fully convolutional network architecture since semantic segmentation is needed. So that's why fully convolutional neural network will introduce the layers with the traditional CNN layers. And that's it all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rudrasha. My ID number is 19301104. The another part I am covering is the conclusion part. In conclusion, the segmentation process roles in enhancing spatial awareness of cancer cells is of paramount importance in the realm of oncology. As technological advancements continue to refine imaging and analysis techniques, researchers and clinicians are better equipped to unravel the mysteries of tumor behavior within their microenvironment. The accurate identification and characterization of cancer cells through segmentation empower medical professionals with valuable insights, aiding in the formulation of tailored treatment plans and fostering a more comprehensive understanding of cancer complexity. This approach holds great promise for advancing both basic research and clinical interventions, ultimately contributing to improved patient outcomes and a deeper grasp of the intricate nature of cancer biology. Thank you.